She stabbed me twice in the testicles. That's why she
indicated. This is file 231287. It is a charge of domestic violence, second offense. Defendant entered a plea to that matter on August 15th. The matter was set for sentencing this morning. I did get the police report and I wanted victim input, and Tara Lentz is here. The defendant is here. Mr. Bush, what would you like me to know? I mean, Mr. George, what would you like me to know?
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, and I think as the court has stated, this was a bit of an unusual circumstance. I know the court heard the factual basis that my client gave at the PCC date. And it sounded like there were a lot of things that were going on, and this was probably a mutual combat situation as much as anything. I understand that my client came in, was charged with domestic violence third offense, but based on the priors as it relates to two offenses back in 2015, it looks like that real back to back. I don't know that my client has had any trouble since 2015. I don't know that it's in the interest of justice to, have some type of significant jail sanction here. If the court was looking at a term of probation, I know that my client would like to get engaged with community mental health. I know that, and he indicates that he does have an appointment that is scheduled. I think that those are resources that he could use. So if the court was looking to do something in oversight, I think that there could be goals that would be met. But I just don't think that this is a circumstance where, any type of additional jail is appropriate. Thank you.
Ms. Lentz, you contacted the court and I said you could come with him, although there's a no contact provision, to tell me what you think I should know. And so I'm interested in hearing from you. This was a bad day. That kitten died.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it raised everybody's level of anxiety, I guess I'll say.
Yes, it did.
So what would you like me to know?
I would like you to know more about that day from my side. And I would also like you to know that my daughter is manipulative and controlling. And
Say that again?
my daughter is manipulative and controlling
Okay.
of me.
And her name is Kiera?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's the one that called the police. She's the one that pushed the issue for the restitution for the cat on me. And she was trying to get him sentenced to max. But when I wrote my victim statement, I refused. But she wrote it out for me. I would refuse to let him get jail time because the only thing that happened is I got pulled off the couch because his hands were wrapped in my pants. And I even tore a shirt from trying to catch myself from falling. I was very distraught about the cat. I don't think I was very mentally stable at that moment in time. I've lost 3 long-term pets, one being a service dog in less than a year. And I think with all that compromise together, that I was not emotionally balanced at that time.
Are you asking for any restitution regarding this kitten?
Me, myself personally,
Yes.
no, I don't.
Was it your kitten?
Yes, it was mine. My daughter wanted restitution because she was helping take care of him.
All right.
She's the one that made me go get all the receipts and everything to file that against him.
All right.
I would really like it.
Now, there is something interesting in the police report. Now, he took off.
Yes,
So they didn't catch up with him until later.
right.
This was you, not your daughter. She was quite upset.
Before they
There
got
was-
there, she was the one that told me that I needed.
All right, well, there was pushing as she was arguing, he pulled her off the couch onto the floor by her feet. He left. Lentz advised she believes Valancourt should be charged with something, as of the mental, physical abuse has been a continued issue. So you told the officer he was abusive to you.
He has been, but
All
he
right.
slowly has gotten better over time. That's why I've stayed.
All right. So if I lift the no contact provision, is your intention to get back together?
Yes, sir.
Will you live in the same house?
I'm not for certain, probably. Right now, I've been staying at my grandmother's in Castine.
And he's at the Youngman Road address?
Yes, but we're together most of the time. When we are together.
Well, you're not supposed to be.
No, I said when we are together,
Oh,
we're
okay.
together most of the time.
Everett, what would you like me to know?
Well, I have information that I told Miss Kira before this incident even took place, before this whole ordeal, that I was planning on getting an automobile, enrolling in college, and getting into CMH, and I've done all three of those things, except where I run into a little roadblock. The Thunder and the Herd need my ACTs, and I do not believe I've ever taken any
All right,
in order to
so
get enrolled
all
into
right, so
college.
have you,
I'm looking to, after this matter, look into seeing what it is that I need to take care of.
have you enrolled in CMH?
Yes, sir, I have. On my birthday of 9/25, I have an appointment that day for, to fill out all the initial paperwork and such. And this afternoon, if and when released, my nephew and niece have requested that not only myself, but also Miss Tara, come in and work. It'd be for the auto sales place, car wash down there in Schoolcraft, the auction, where the cars are run through before they go to auction.
Okay,
So I would have funds to quickly pay for the matters and situation at hand. And there was no shoving by me. I got shoved twice from behind by Miss Kiera. I got a nice little trigger finger as a result of what being the only thing that stopped me. And she stabbed me twice in the testicles. That's why I even fell forward for Miss Tara. And that's how my hands got entangled in her bell bottoms. It was not.
all right, so you've enrolled at CMH, you're looking for a job.
Already have one lined up. As a matter of fact. we
Thunder
both
and
are-
Herd is Marshall University?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna go to Marshall University?
I'll be online, but yeah, I'm a Herd fan from back in the day, from across the river.
All right, well, I think you got more immediate problems than that, but I'm pleased to hear it. I'm gonna do, Tim, a 6-month probation because I want him to follow through with CMH. This is a third offense. She indicated there has been a history of abusive behavior, but he's doing better, and I want him to stay on that path. There was no drugs or alcohol involved this day.
No, sir, there was not any bit.
That's my recollection.
There may have been some stories that she
I'm
may
gonna
have
do a
exacerbated and imagined, but no
A
consumption of drugs and
6-month
alcohol.
probation. I'm gonna order 11 days jail credit 1. Of the 11 days, 10 are deferred. If you comply with the terms of your probation, you're not gonna go back to jail. Understand?
Scouts honor and 4-H, I was one of both.
All right, fine is 0. You got money issues, but there's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, a $100 probation attorney fee, and a $240 probation oversight fee. I want you to enroll at CMH, sign release.
Your Honor,
Yes?
I have a question. He does not have his medical card, is not up to date, but he does need his marijuana, and I don't know if they would discredit that in probation without his
Oh,
medical
I
card.
won't put that condition in here,
Okay, thank you.
but no assaultive or threatening behavior. No. I'll just leave the drugs and alcohol out of there, but no alcohol. or drugs may use marijuana unless CMH directs otherwise. Probably it has a calming effect.
Yes, it does.
240, oops, plus 125 plus 150 is 515. I have $300 of bond, which leaves 215 due. The no contact provision is lifted. I'm sorry.
He had needed his bond back. Did you borrow that?
Part from who?
From a friend of his, you know? And he was supposed to pay him that back.
Well, you can pay the friend back, but the bond's in your name. It's funny, people come up with money when it comes time to get out of jail. When it comes time to pay the court fines, not so much.
I get to start employment today, so does she.
All right, well, you can use
It'll
that.
take 2 weeks before I receive my first payment and it'll come off one of these money cards.
All right, well, good. You can use that to pay your friend back. The no contact provision is lifted. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're to enroll in CMH and sign a release. That's the main thing I want to do. I want to get you plugged into CMH and get a pattern of treatment started.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll see. So it's at least 6 months. It could be discharged actually after 3. But I thought about not probation. But I want to have a little supervision over this. All right, Ms. Lentz, I'm glad you were here. I don't know everything that went down that day, but it wasn't a good day for anybody involved. You take this downstairs to the probation department. I want you to keep that appointment with CMH. I want you to sign a release so we can see how you're doing. All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Mr. George.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.